2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Tagovailoa
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Tua finding Williams for a Dolphin 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. But it's going to be 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He had 3 catches last week. That one, his 3rd on this drive alone.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. The numbers there for Howard a week ago. 20 carries, 66 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him?
And it's caught. Touchdown, Miami. Adam Shaheen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. They keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And that'll will be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back to throw now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone, and that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is good. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to a self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That'll be complete to Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. And the Raiders pick it up. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Daniel Carlson, the kicker.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Raider defense delivers a score. So this defense Defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Carlson on for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be.
It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball's out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Second and 4. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the, and that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for it.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, because no matter...
And it is caught! Touchdown! Raiders! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll begin with a handoff to Howard. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
A gain of
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Tua now on first down. And completes it to Wilson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to walk one deep left side here. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner. And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Daniel Carlson to kick.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Tua. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. A super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
3rd down.
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor? I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back. Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard is able to extend that advantage.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And that stretches the lead to 27. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
We're trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down, go to the locker room.
He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Tua. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua to throw again. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Oh, Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the 2nd quarter. Dontrell Inman, a touchdown reception. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Kyler Murray, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Drew Lock has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we Welcome, everyone, back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see it when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. So give them the pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to air one out. That's caught at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Big guy there. 65 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try to create a
heavy rush, and down he goes. It's one thing to be as disruptive as he's been all year. It's another to do it as a rookie. He might not only be a candidate for Rookie of the Year.
No, don't say it. Don't say it.
Defensive Player of the Year, possibly.
Yeah, and to do that, you have to be dominant from the first snap your rookie year, because let's face it, everyone devalues rookies a little bit or makes them work harder in order to get votes. Remember Ndamukong Suh's rookie year? I mean, he was everything that season, including first-team All-Pro. That's the type of year we're seeing here.
This is taken at the 23. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
jumped.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let them. He's got him in. Complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. Very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The tackle, 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is caught. It's Parker. Still going. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
27 on the play. And the Dolphin 1st down.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And a gain of 3 to the 33.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Touchdown, Dolphin.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On the delay, it's Howard. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Dolphins.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them. Understood the play call.
Intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And that's going to be incomplete.
throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
3rd down and 5 yards to go.
Tua sets up to pass it. And they'll find Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's caught by Howard. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Tua on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and...
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And out come the Dolphins now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
9 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. This is caught by Williams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
A gain of 6 yards on the
Here's Matt Hawk now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
1st and 10.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Well, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
So now here come the Dolphins. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2nd and 5.
Here's Tua. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
From the gun, it's Tua. They'll find Williams on the slant. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 12 yards. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.